Just about, oh, here we are. Merry Christmas from our house. I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to show you what we're doing. There's Luke. Oh, Luke, you cannot get low enough. Turn around and say hi.
Get lower than he has.
Be pleasant. Don't embarrass your mom. That's Luke. Luke is putting cheese on in the platter. And Rebecca, what are you doing?
Labeling things.
Labeling
Cheeses.
cheese right now. And Jacob, you're supervising right now. And there's Rebecca. Rachel, what are you doing, Rachel?
Labeling meat.
Labeling meats.
Salamis.
Salamis. Wow. Jacob and Krim brought salamis. There's our table. So this is what we're having for supper. Nuts and pate and hummus. You guys. And dates and figs and cheese and cheese and cheese.
Hello, Charles.
And
How are you?
Hi, Charles. Say hi.
You've
Hey,
got combed
you
back
guys
your hair.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hello, boys.
Isaac. Hi.
Hi.
Excuse me, Isaac.
And there's Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Hello.
Oh, this one's gravy.
And Krim, what are you doing?
Making flatbread.
What are you doing that for?
Put the cheese on. So I put it in the oven and it puffs up and then you put cheese on it.
You're right.
Well,
So,
Mom, you know this. You've done it before.
yeah, I know it. That's true.
Hey, I need the tape.
For the sake of our friends. Okay, so she's rolling bread, and
Really flat.
then we put it into a very hot oven, 500 degrees. And we wait until they puff up. And when they puff up, then they come out real fast.
Right?
And they go here. Yep, I'm gonna put them in that bowl. They're gonna go on the table. And so we're gonna have bread and cheese. And all of these other wonderfulness things that got added over the years. This has been a Christmas Eve dinner that we have done ever since Joseph was born, actually. Which is 1983. No, 1985. We've been doing this ever since 1985. And the reason we do it, I'm going to step out of that madhouse kitchen for a minute. Well, this is my nativity room. Let me show you while we're in here. Let me show you my nativities. This is my nativity collection. This little guy, I made this one. And we made that one years and years ago. From Perlan, she brought it from Africa. And this one was made by my good friend Grace many years ago. And Dan brought that one from Africa. That one is from Peru by Sharon Chinetti. This one is from Jerusalem, from Jimmy's Bazaar in Jerusalem. Hi, Kim. Thanks for watching. Hi, Joyce. Hey, Joyce, you were with us when we bought this one. Oh, you know what? No, we bought that the year before. But we were in the same place. And that's one that my daughter-in-law made. And this one says, "On the morrow come I into the world." You can't see it very well from here. It doesn't have a good background. That's paper. I made that years ago. And this is, here's a pillow that my mom made. And this is a glass, actually this is a runner, nativity runner, and that's a glass one. And this was the very first nativity we ever had. Dad made this one probably in about 1987, actually, I think is when he made that one. We saw a picture of it on the front of the children's friend, and then he made it for me. This is another plastic one, and this is a Fisher House one, so everything that's on the table that's all stuff that the kids can play with. And there's a pillow that my mom made, and another pillow, and some bears, and from Africa. And there's my fave. It's called Silent Night by Liz Lemon. That stays up all year long. That's my favorite one. And this one here. And this one here, it's actually meant to go on a hearth, but my hearth is in my Santa room, so I don't. And that one, and that one, I made that one last year. And this is one of my first. That one stays up all year long too. And another pillow. And this one is a piece of, this is actually a solid piece of olive. Well, the base is separate. Solid piece of olive wood, that one. And here's our menorah. But I don't have any candles for it right now, so it's not on the table. Maybe I'll put it on the table anyway, actually. And this is another one that my daughter-in-law made. And this is one that actually I made for my mom and dad years ago, but my mom just moved into our house this year, so she donated it to the cause. This is my little Amish one. I see everybody's moved around, the kids have been looking at it. And there, and the angel, big angel from Africa. And my little, oh sorry, I'm stuck here. And this one here is my little mini. This is on a very old Bible that Jacob and Crimson gave me for Christmas a few years ago. That's just, they're really, really tiny, those ones. And then, actually, let me go over and turn this on. Oh, there we go. And then some cute little ones that I just collected over the years. Those ones look like they're knit. That's why I really like them. This one, and that one's a music box. And if I had 3 hands, I'd actually wind it for you. Hi, Ramona. Hi, Robin. That one. And then that one. And there's my mezuzah, which has nothing to do with Christmas. That's just, I just have that by my front door. And my return with honor, my mezuzah. This one here, I made this one probably 25 years ago. I made that one. It actually hangs normally. And that is not a. There's another one. There's another one. That's a cloth one. And this one that is hiding behind. I made that one. Oh, I don't even know how many years ago I made that one. And not right now. Now it's just nativities. It's a wooden nesting one. And actually, once we cross that threshold, we're into the Santa room. Those are all my Santas. Anyway, we're starting into the Santas. Oh, there is another one. And another one. And that is my name. That's my Advent calendar. My Liz Lemon Advent calendar. I'm going to turn another light on here.
I'll.
That one. That one. That is another one that my mother made years ago. And that's it. That's it. We don't have any more down there. We don't have any more in there. Okay, guess I better get back to work. I'll let everybody else do it long enough. Thanks for joining us. Dan will be home pretty soon. Actually, Dan's been working on Christmas Eve day for as long as we've had the store, but he isn't actually working in the store right now. But usually what Dan did was he would take a few days off in the last week before Christmas. This is when we had the store. And then I would take a few days off and come home and get Christmas ready. And we would close the store about 3 o'clock, and then he would would just finish things up, and then he would come home about 5. By the time he got here, supper was ready to go on the table. So he's actually working right now, but he's not at the store. Okay.
Alright, that's a full plate. Here you go, Rebecca. You need a plate.
That is a lot of cheese.
Oh, we have 2 left.
What should we just wrap these up?
That is a lot.
I only
Did you
did
get the
half of
cheese
each
out of the
of these
fridge,
ones.
Rebecca?
Yeah, we did. This is literally all the
We do have a
This
food
is
out.
all the cheese there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey.
that must be Charles.
Too much.
Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye. Merry Christmas, friends and family. Say Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.